Welcome to the Current Conversations podcast. I'm Savannah Hugdahl, the county's public communications media specialist. This podcast is a production of the Community Engagement and Public Information Department. We like to sit down with different departments and people who work with our county government just to get a little bit of more information, a more in-depth visit to what they're working on and what's coming up next for the community. Today we've got a real treat because we're talking about something really fun. We're talking about 4-H camps over the summer with Krista Gustafson. So Krista, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. How are you doing today?
Sure. I'm doing great. I'm excited to be able to share some information about 4-H camp with you.
Can you tell me what your job is, how long you've been doing it, and what you like most about it?
Sure. So I am the 4-H agent for Gloucester County. I'm also the unit coordinator for Virginia Cooperative Extension here. And I have been with 4-H here in Gloucester 20 years. So this will be my 20th camp, actually. It'll be 21 years in September.
It's a worthy celebration.
Yeah. So what do I like most about my job is probably seeing young people grow and thrive. So I've been here long enough that I've got kids who have kids and taking some, young children to camp whose parents have been through the process is really quite wonderful. And actually seeing camp counselors grow and become teachers and museum directors and all sorts of interesting, neat jobs is really wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the unique position. So teachers get to see students for a year and then they move on to new teachers. But you get to see kids every year they come to 4-H camp. So you get to see them grow up.
It's really nice. It's probably the most wonderful thing about the job. Paperwork is something that I don't really enjoy, but I love seeing the kids at camp. I can tell you about a kid who is a graduating senior this year, and he's going to be going to Christopher Newport. He first attended camp on a scholarship that was provided at Bethel Elementary School. Valerie Lewis nominated him for a scholarship, and he has gone every year since then to camp and is a huge personality for us, has been a fantastic camp counselor. He has helped us with virtually every outreach thing that we've ever done, has helped with many of the summer camps. And his name's Landon Abelar, and he doesn't know it yet, but we're making him Big Clover, which is an honor that's bestowed on, at senior level. Last year it was 2 juniors because we didn't have any seniors, but usually a senior level 4-H'er. And they get to participate with staff and lead camp songs and things like that.
It's an honor, huh?
Yeah, and he doesn't know it. So, sometimes we let our teens elect somebody, but he so deserves it that we are bypassing that process.
Have you seen Landon?
Landon.
Have you seen Landon change through the years?
He's just grown up. And, he's just a really neat kid. I shouldn't call him a kid. He's going to be 18 soon, I guess. But he's just, he's much more mature than he was when he started out, but he's always been one of those kids that's just super kind and reliable and, just a neat kid.
Embodies the Big Clover.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you've been doing this for 20 years, I imagine you've had some different kinds of camps.
Right.
How's the program grown?
We've done some different things. Nowadays, we tend to give some special emphasis to social and emotional learning, providing opportunities for youth to explore life unplugged. This summer, for the first time, we're doing a day camp called Craft and Relax that will explore traditional camp crafts while also providing techniques to reduce stress, which I think everyone sort of needs these days.
Maybe not as much a concern back in 20 years ago, 2006.
No, not at all.
So tell me about the camps you've got coming up. I know we've got the traditional 4-H camp, the week-long like campfires and canoeing and all that.
At Jamestown 4-H
Yeah.
Center.
So let you talk about that, and then I want to hear about your day camps as well.
Sure. So that camps are probably our signature camp. It's almost full. We still have plenty of space for boys, but that camp has tons of outdoor activities. So we have canoeing, we have stand-up paddle board. There's something called a corkle, which is sort of like a little round boat. There's swimming, archery, low ropes course, all your typical summer activities. And that's for a week at Jamestown. And that starts right after school ends. So for some of our teen counselors, graduation is on Sunday, and on Monday, bright and early, they're with me at 4-H camp. So really thankful for those teens that have been doing this for a long time and are willing to show up the day after graduation. I kind of feel bad for them, but
no, they wanted to be there.
Yeah, they want to be there. So they're really wonderful kids. So excited for that. Week at Jamestown, the age group that we target are youth that are 9 to 13. If you're 13 before January 1st, then you can sign up for our CIT class, which is counselors in training, and hopefully join us next year as a counselor. So kids that are 14 before January 1st, the only way that they can go to camp is as a counselor, and you apply in November. We do training January until camp time.
I've been to 4-H camp during the summer, and I've seen how much fun the kids are having and the counselors are having. And it's a nice environment there.
Yeah, it really is.
Everyone's laughing. Everyone's running around.
Yeah.
There's like music all throughout the background because they're learning instruments.
Yeah. It's a great week. A week that leaves everyone a little worn out, but a great week. And camp has, they have great food, but even still on the way home, if I stop by 7-Eleven for a soda that I've been sorely missing, I see all these kids with their camp t-shirts on coming out with armfuls of junk food. So that is one thing that they miss while at camp.
Because they eat healthy at camp?
A little bit healthier. And we ask parents to avoid sending food due to food allergies. So yeah, there's things that they miss. And then after that camp in June, we have Global 4-H Food Challenge, which is a cooking camp. And that started as a real challenge. And we provided ingredients and some ideas, and kids came up with their own recipes. We found that it was much more beneficial if we gave them recipes and taught them some independent cooking skills.
Maybe a little too creative.
Yeah, and a big mess. So last year we did Thailand and Mexico. And so they learned about the cuisine of both places and cooking skills and some nutrition information. And it was really quite fun. So we decided to bring it back this year with an emphasis on China and Italy. So we'll see how
Italy.
Those things go. Yeah, we're excited.
Oh, man. So the difference, and I know because you've told me, but people listening might not know. So the traditional 4-H camp, the 4-H camp at Jamestown, that's overnight.
Yes,
right?
that is overnight. Yeah.
And they get cabins and they have bonfires.
Right. Cabins, bonfire, opening campfire, closing campfire, talent show. We have evening activities that include some large group games that the kids like. We do a pool party.
And these day camps, they're not like that because...
No, because they're just day. So the Cloverbud camp, which is at the end of summer, that's for kids that are 5 to 8. That is a 9 to noon camp for 3 days. And then food challenges 2 days, 10 to 4. We have new this year a farm tour camp, which will visit the Randolph Farm at Virginia State University. That one's a full day camp both days. The second day it has not been completely planned out, but we plan to visit local farms. We're really interested in seeing how that works. So I have a van reserved from Extension that I have to go pick up. It will hold only 10 kids and myself and another driver. So we have a limit on space for that one.
Tell me about Cloverbud Camp.
So Cloverbud Camp is mostly run and organized by my program assistant, Jackie Jeffries, who has been in charge of the Cloverbud group that meets monthly throughout the school year. And it's down at Beaver Dam and usually has a nature focus. So the kids take some nature walks. They learn about a little bit about conservation. They identify bugs and that sort of thing. But they also do a lot of craft. So she's got the day packed.
So you've got things planned different times a day, different locations, different interests, different age groups.
Yeah.
That's a lot to coordinate.
It's not too bad. I would like to throw a few more things in there, but I think my staff would have my head. So we're looking forward to adding, a few other things that we haven't fully planned out. Like I would like to see us doing some evening program with kids during the school year, maybe centered around holidays. I haven't sorted that out yet.
Y'all have club during the year, right?
Yes. So right now we have a horse club and an animal science club and Jackie's Cloverbud group, which technically is not a club because clubs elect officers, and that age group we don't do that with.
Because they're the little ones, right?
Yeah. And then I'm hoping to do a cooking club in the fall. So
there's stuff going on all year.
Yeah.
Why does Virginia Cooperative Extension do this? What's the goal?
What's the goal? To help raise healthy, productive kids who want to contribute back to their communities, to help them be resilient. And so 4-H Camp offers the opportunity to develop, some skill set in the programs that are offered, but also to develop life skills and what people tend to refer to as soft skills, but they're needed. They're necessary. So whether it's communication or independence, being reliable, learning how to keep records on 4-H projects, all of that contributes to making kids, in the 4-H world, we call it being beyond ready for life and school and future careers.
Have you seen kids come through the program and emerge beyond ready?
Yeah, quite a few actually. We have teachers here in Gloucester that have gone through our program, and that's kind of, I'm always trying to twist some arms to get people to come back and volunteer at camp. But if you've been teaching kids all summer long, you do not want to spend your first week. Although we have had one of our volunteers who's not going this year. Her kids have kind of aged out, but she has volunteered for camp for years for us, and that's Flora Brenchies. I don't know if you know her, but she's a special ed teacher. She's a very special person. We will miss her.
Oh. What are some of the barriers that keep families from signing up for these camps?
I think not knowing about it, for one, and then cost. I mean, the cost of camp has risen quite a bit since when I first started with 4-H, but it's still competitive with YMCA overnight camp, which can easily cost twice what 4-H camp is, but it's still expensive, and the cost of everything is going up right now. So it's a difficult time for families, and so we recognize that. We have scholarships that we offer thanks to the Treacle Foundation, and the Irene Morgan Foundation has given us funds. So we're trying to help, but people don't always apply for the scholarships. That's another thing we put it out there with all of our stuff.
How do people, if they were interested in a scholarship, how do they go about it?
They call our office and we'll send them a link to the application. If we don't do it that way, we get tons of requests for people who just want to, they'll even tell us that they know that sometimes scholarships go unused, and whether they qualify or not, they're going to. But we prefer to give it to somebody who really needs the assistance.
How would you recommend that families get involved with 4-H if this is the first they're hearing about it?
If this is the first they're hearing about it, check us out on Facebook to see what we're offering. Come by and visit, give us a call or email. We usually put all our information in the Beehive for what's upcoming. So there's good info there, along with emails and contact information.
Yeah. So with the beehive, though, you have to get everything in by a date,
Yeah.
and then if something changes,
Right.
you know. So it's probably best to get involved directly with y'all.
They're welcome to just call us, check out we're usually pretty good about updating our website, but things go on Facebook first.
Certainly. And what is the page called?
Gloucester County, Virginia 4-H. We have to have the Virginia in there because if we don't, we get a lot of requests from Gloucester, New Jersey. Yeah.
That's so funny. What are you most looking forward to this summer?
This summer, I'm really looking forward to the farm tour camp, which sounds kind of crazy, but it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, but we don't really have the transportation here. We're hoping to get one of the district vans relocated here, but that has not gone through yet. So we'll see about that. But having the ability to take kids places would change our program radically, because there's lots of places I would like to take kids, and it's just been a hassle getting a van big enough to do that.
What are you going to show them at the farms?
I'd like them to see a variety of farms on the local level. So, row crop farms, as well as people who have maybe a niche market, fruits and vegetables, and also livestock. So I've got a few farms in mind, but have not gotten confirmation yet on where we'll go. Worst case scenario, we go to my family farm. Which we will have blueberries and blackberries at that time, so we'll see.
Krista, thank you so much for sharing all that. I really hope that this summer is as fun as it sounds like it's going to be. Yeah. I hope the kids are wide open and they're playing with dirt and bugs and crafts and farms. And
we're excited.
And I hope that for any families out there who might not have heard of 4-H before, you take the chance and let your kid go have some fun this summer. I've seen the smiles and I know that it's worth it.
Thanks for coming out.